Doing this stuff is exhausting. I am sweating profusely. Created a couple sparks. I got the proof right there. I wasn't filming again, sorry. I didn't think I was going to create any. And then I realized I put that fuse holder for the inverter probably too close to the battery terminals. When I was tightening the bolt on the battery terminal, which took me like an hour, probably over an hour because it's all the way in the back. Probably in retrospective, I should have done that one first because I would have had more room, but I didn't. And you have to put some kind of wrench behind the bolt and then go on the other side, and it just there's not enough room. I'm trying to get in there in all kinds of ways. I don't have the right tools, and I forgot about the fuse holder, and I'm tightening the bolt, and all of a sudden like, oh. Here's the proof. The fuse, where's the fuse? The fuse is done. Everything else seems to be okay. The fuse did its job. So I was going to connect the negative on the second battery, but then I realized that I have to do something else. I have to bring the cables from the starting battery to the Sterling battery to battery charger, and then connect that to the negative. I've been sick since yesterday. All of a sudden I was ready to do some work and I got sick, and today I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm not there, 100% yet. But I got all this work here needs to be done, and the van is a mess. I just have to finish this. I have to stuff it up and just go and do it. Today's goal is to try and install this device. It's the Sterling Power. That's the name of it. And basically what this is going to do is allow me to get power from the van's battery, all the way back to my house batteries in case I have some cloudy days and I don't have enough sun. This is a multi-stage charger. I've never used this before, but my buddy Bob, he has it in his van and he's very happy with it. So the first thing I got to do is disconnect the power of my front battery here and get the cables connected, and then I got to run them along here somewhere underneath the van, and then I'm going to drill underneath into the battery compartment, and hopefully I'll go right into the right place.
You don't have to be smart.
I disconnected the cables, and then I realized that the bolt that's in there is too short to connect anything else to it. So I had to go to the store, get one that's pretty similar to what I have there. I hope this fits. But it's a bit longer, and it allows me to connect other cables to it. And then the guy there said that he has some kind of Chevy vehicle, and he used these over here, and I might end up using these if these don't fit. But still feeling a little bit sick. My nose running, I'm sneezing a lot, coughing a little bit. But I'm going to try to get this done. I just don't have another choice, so.
No need to dress up for me.
Here's the size bolt that came in my van. This is just long enough to go into the battery terminal. Not very long to add anything else. And this is the one I bought. You can try to cut this the way I was doing it, or you can just take it out. Makes it a lot easier when you pull this out. It's still not good enough. I don't have a thread for my wrench, and you can see my nose is just running on its own. So I'm sorry, I apologize. This is what you got to deal with when you're sick and you don't have a tissue at hand. What I'm gonna have to do is just be more radical, and I'm just gonna cut this little excess all the way around. Sometimes it's better to do one little thing at a time instead of being drastic and cutting the whole thing at once. You want to try it, you know, take a little bit here, take a little bit there, and then you find out if it works or not. According to the instructions for the battery to battery charger, I need one negative or one positive from the positive of this battery to the positive in on the device, and then I need a negative to the negative in on the device, and the negative going directly to the negative on the house batteries. So I need one positive, and I always like to cut the end off just a little bit just to get a nice clean surface. So I'll take just a little bit off, just like that. Feels like I have to take a little bit more off. That's perfect right there.
To see that you're a good man, you're a good man, a real good man. When the wind blows and the windows are closing, you let the world know what has been has been. There's no use in looking back, going back.
I try to get this done fast, but sometimes when you do it fast, it just happens that you do it slower. So if you have to do wires like this, just take your time, get some electrical tape, just tie the cables every foot or so, and that makes it a lot easier to put that casing on it. That's just my take on it. Now that I have the cable all wrapped up in this whatever this is called, pipe cable protect wire conduit. Now that I have the wire protected in wire conduit, I gotta run the cable through here and through here somewhere, and then between the panel here, under the van, and anyway, I gotta try to do this with the least intrusion as possible. Meaning, I want to cut, I want to drill, I want to do the least as possible to the van. I want to leave it the way it is, and I'm going to try to fit the cable, around everything that I have, around all these components, without trying to cut anything. That's the goal.
Wishing back, cutting grass and chopping wood can be romantic. Sipping coffee under the apple tree is gentlemanly. Well, you're a good man, quite the best man, a real fine man.
I have my cable running over here, all the way here, all the way there, underneath there, coming this way, and now this entire cable here, I'm going to have to try to fit in here, push it in. It's going to go underneath the van over here, and it's going to come out back here at some point. So I don't know if that's going to work. I can always pull it out, but I think that's the best option. I don't want to go through the through that section there where I got the engine, I got steering linkage, I got cables. It's going to be hard for me to go in there and secure the cable, so
When the wind blows and the windows are closing, you let the world know that what has been has been.
There is one who speaks rashly, like the thrusts of a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Proverbs 12:18. I can see that it's not going to fit in there.